Hello, Scorpios. How are you guys? I'm here to bring you your February 2019 personal clarity on how you're doing. We're going to look at your love, your career, your home, and your future. All right, guys. While I shuffle, I'll go ahead and open this up so you can start soaking in the energy, all right? For those of you who are new to my channel, I live in a super powerful place. Those of you who are sensitive to energies, you'll feel it right away. This is fantastic for manifesting, for healing. By all means, research its crest on mountain and very intense, powerful energy. So always use positive energy, guys, when you're taking that in, okay, and using it. All right. Otherwise, if you are new to my channel, my name is Kristen. I'm a metaphysical healer and a psychic guide, and I take a lot of pleasure and pride in doing this for you. I like providing clarity and helping you through your journey, giving you information that you need, help you, just feel better in situations that are kind of tough, or give you insight on things that you think are happening, but you're not sure, and now you know, all right? Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I can reach you on the next videos. I also offer... I have live videos, and when I do those, I have free mini readings. So if you guys want to connect there, I can offer you a free mini reading. I do those on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays on YouTube and Facebook. That information is down there also. In addition, I have private readings that I offer. They're very affordable. I try to get back to you within 24 hours. I have long-distance Reiki and guidance counseling for starseed children, so crystals, rainbows, indigos, the whole spectrum, okay? Again, all that information on how that works and what I do and how to get a hold of me for that is down below. So there is that beautiful mountain. I'm glad you can see it today because we had a snowstorm for days and days and days. So, all right, now let's get started. I am going to pull a few cards from the major arcana just to give me some, better overall energy on kind of how these energies are influencing the aspects that we're going to cover, okay? And what I'll do is I will pull them, and then as we review them, I'll set them up here for you, okay? All right, Scorpio. Okay. I feel like some of you have some change going on. Others of you might be dealing with a Capricorn. I feel you are definitely working on you and some important things this month. All right. Very nice. Oh, 2 of those are already popped up. 3. Very interesting. So this was a face up here. A few of them were, and I pre-shuffled before I shuffled, and the devil came out twice. So you definitely may be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, I don't usually throw out signs. I had a very strong feeling towards a Capricorn, and I threw it out there, but that confirms that you definitely might be dealing with a Capricorn, or you're also dealing with a situation that you are trying to really get control of as far as what it means to you and how it affects your life, okay? All right, Scorpios. Let's take a peek here. I'll pull more cards as we need. So your overall personal energy, we've got the Devil, the 6 of Cups, and the Star. So, you have some options going on right now, and you're really trying to look at, where your happiness lies in these choices, okay? They're happy choices, don't get me wrong, but they are choices that help you feel, like you feel, how do I put this? You're trying not to cloud your mind because you feel so good right now, perhaps with this Capricorn, that you are trying not to get so caught up in the good feelings that you're not neglecting the things you need to be paying attention to. And so I think you're definitely being not cautious, but you're wanting to have this lighthearted feeling, this playful attitude, and go and have some fun, as you should. But it's just saying that you are also trying to take into consideration, how do I make this a future? How do I heal this situation? If there is any troubles going on, or how do I push this forward to have more of what this is, this happy feeling, okay? For those of you who are in a situation where you're kind of trapped and you're stuck in this like entanglement thing, and you feel like you just cannot get out of it, it has just got you, by the balls in every single way. And I see that in the coming, as the month kind of rolls through here, you're going to be coming more into a healing and a fun type of a energy. Okay, you're going to come out of this intenseness and more into this fun, loving, hopeful, energetic, healing type of mode. Okay, and then as far as the relationship, you've got the Sun, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So I see something not quite going exactly as anticipated, but the universe is really looking at this and shining down upon it like that wasn't meant for you anyway. This is not a bad thing. It's just you were almost just waiting for kind of that sign to see which direction to go. And it just came out that that's, oops, that there is a delay in whatever that idea was, okay? And you're really trying not to freak out about the situation, even though it didn't go quite as maybe you had planned, or, maybe even down to where you were ready to kind of go in a direction, and it just kind of backed out because, the universe is shining down on the situation and saying, this is kind of like divine timing. This is in your chart right now to deal with. This is in your stars, and you might be feeling this way, but we're really letting you know that even though you went this direction and you thought you were going to go that one, it was better. It was the better route. So the Six of Pentacles, I just wanted to pull kind of one more as the end of the month kind of rolls in, and that's financial gain. That's income coming in, or just rewards coming in. It doesn't necessarily have to mean income. We're in the love section here, so it could just mean that the rewards come out, okay? You were patient through this situation. You kind of let that path go that you thought was you thought you were going to carry out, and you had faith in the situation, and you just kind of stayed having fun with it, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The rewards are going to come in for that. And then with work, okay, in career, we have Judgment, we have the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So I see that you've got advancement moving forward in your career right now. Whether I see for some of you, there's a certification, a degree, some continuing education that you've been able to kind of push forward. Others of you, I see something that you were waiting to have happen, and you weren't sure. Maybe it has something to do with this direction. Okay, this direction didn't come clear to you, and now it did, and so you've let this other path go. Okay, and you're feeling like this is actually it. This is how I feel much better about the situation. Okay, so this could also apply to the work part as well. There is definitely communication. There's definitely communication. And there's movement. There's movement with regard to communication. There's movement with regard to progress on this path. And there's karma involved in the situation. There's karma involved. So it's work that you've already put into this, whether it's this lifetime or not. It's work being put into it. Okay. So you might feel like you're just kind of, you've got a lot of options and you need to kind of get through them. And you might feel like a little bit weighed down with kind of which decision to go with. Okay. Let me see if I can see. Okay. I feel like for a lot of you, you've had some type of information come in that has helped you realize that the direction you need to go is actually something that it wound up being a what's what I'm looking for, a pleasant surprise on how it all turned out. So I see that you might have had options, but the one that helped you stay in the position where it allows you to serve the greatest good for yourself and for healing the world and whatever that you do, the universe came down and helped provide a little bit of light on which direction would allow you to do that. Okay? And it's really trying to get you away from a feeling that you're being, defeated in this situation, or that you need to always kind of pull from every direction just to make sure all of your, all of your areas are covered, and you have backup plan after backup plan. You're moving away from that and more into just kind of an easygoing flow. All right. So if you guys are in a job where you just kind of went a different direction with work, I do see that it is going to be a more fulfilling position for you, that you are going to be very happy, okay? It's going to produce a lot of happy, positive emotions and positive changes in your life, positive outcomes, lots of offers, okay? Lots of cups and just going around, which is just abundance, okay? So that's a really good, clarifier if you're stuck in a position where you're not sure which to go in. Speaking of that, actually, I see that you may be going into a position where you work with people a lot and you help people, whether that's with communication and help counsel, or that's actually helping them get things done, like in whatever way that would be. I see both, but either way, I see that there is helping people and helping them through some of these harder issues, and you're helping pull the strength from them with all of the stuff that they have going on in their lives. You're helping to make this movement. You're helping to create that communication and to kind of keep things flowing for them, okay? And in return, the universe is letting you know this is part of kind of your karmic responsibility. This is what you're meant to do, and you're going to be fully rewarded. So don't worry about if you can cover your own. The universe will compensate you for following in the ways that you were meant to. It's not always easy to determine what that is, but that's why we're here, right? We get clarification. Okay. And guys, it's a general reading. So, take what fits of all of this and leave the rest. I've had readings where I've watched general readings where there's like a 2 pieces that fit, or the whole entire thing does. But the 1 or 2 pieces that I heard is all I needed, or the whole thing. So it just depends. All right. Okay. So as far as home life, hold up. Interesting. I pulled a whole extra set for you somehow. I usually pull 5 rows. That was my bad, but obviously there's more here that you needed to hear. So, let's see here. Okay, this is all future. You can see what's going on here. Boy, there's a lot they want to tell you. Okay. So for home, Emperor, the 4 of Wands, and the King of Swords. You're the boss at home. You're the boss of what goes. You're the boss of how it's done. It is what it is. Scorpios are really awesome at, controlling the situation in a very, it depends. You mold the situation. You can be diplomatic if you need to be. You can be very stern. We all know you can be direct. There's different ways that you can approach it, but it looks like you're handling it in a very balanced way that is, allowing for control, but also for security. Okay, it's stability. It's not just necessarily an authoritative type of person. It's actually a caretaker. It's a person that everyone can rely on. You look up to them, whether it's for a laugh or, you know, if you need a shoulder to cry on or a hug or, you know, will come around my shoulder or whatever. Let's talk. Scorpios are so wonderful for all of those different types of connections and TLC and just that tender care from a human being. You know, you guys are really wonderful. When you're connected and everything's flowing properly, I don't know if anybody else can beat you guys when it comes to that stuff. I mean, you got that part, and you're passionate. I love it all. I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay, so I definitely see that home is going pretty well. I see that there might be some communications where, you know, you're going to have to kind of be careful not to be the rash person, okay? To keep this happy home situation, just be careful. Use your tact. I know that's tough sometimes, especially if you're very passionate about things. It's not that you want to be, you know, not nice. It's that you have a passionate perspective, okay? But also remember that other people have passionate perspectives. So deliver what you think needs to be given, but in a way that is very straightforward and can't really be argued, right? It's just, there's no emotion in it. It's just kind of it is how it is. There you go. Okay, so just be careful not to be too rash, okay? And King of Pentacles came out. I just wanted to kind of see what else. So yeah, this is your ending result here, okay? Man, woman, doesn't matter. The ending result is like the king of all. You have abundance, right? So you just stick with kind of keep to your loving self, okay? And even in a situation where adversity might arise, just make sure that you are not using harsh and you know, painful words. Or if they are direct, at least help the approach to be in a caring way. Because, you know, as long as folks know that you care about them in some way or another, it usually comes up. It comes across to them a little bit better. All right, so that looks really well at home, guys. I know you've worked pretty hard for that. You've had some struggles. You've kind of had all kinds of ups and downs and things, or some of you have. And I'm glad to see that things are kind of balancing out for you. Now for the future, guys. Interesting. You got all major arcanas for this first section. Repeated major arcanas between this section and the next. So we've got the Hermit, the Sun, and Judgment. So you're reflecting on, you know, the happy, positive aspects of this karmic connection to something. Could be something or somebody. It also tells me that the universe is really hopeful and optimistic and wanting you to know that this is all going in the right direction for you, and it's all about, you know, your karma. This is all about you. You've done the hard work. Now it's coming back around for you to just kind of ease through it. And I think you're starting to feel that and see that, but you're almost hesitant to truly believe it. That's the feeling I'm getting. Okay, but there is a transformation coming. There's a transformation of your mind, okay? That's why that repeated right after this. This is now, okay? The universe is saying, you're doing a good job. It's coming. Transformation of the mind, okay? You're getting out of that and moving in to the Ten of Pentacles. Financial, family, personal stability in all ways. Abundance, happiness, joy, ability to go and do and live. I'm so happy that extra set of cards came out, because that would have sucked to give you that and not have that, right? That would not have made any sense at all to me. I'd have been like, Jet, I would have still pulled cards to figure it out, but I really appreciate, Spirit, that you were able to give such a very clear and precise, especially for my Scorpios, because you guys can kind of stuff if it doesn't make sense pretty easily, just as I do. I'm a Capricorn, so, but I'm very much in love with that result on the future reading here. So I hope that part all resonates with you guys. I'm going to pull an Angel Oracle now and see what they want to tell you. For my Scorpios, February 2019. What do they need to know that can help them through this month? all of their projects, tasks, and goals, and reach the highest level of connectedness and on the right path there. Okay. All right. Power of the divine masculine. Well, doesn't that just suit well? What number was that? So number 10. All right. Cool. That's a good number. For my numerologist, right? It's a 1. Zeros get me. Okay. All right. An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. It seeks to stir you into consciously chosen action, greater discipline, and focus. It's time to end the frustration of repeating old patterns. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus on your dreams and desires. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane, and believe your success is inevitable. The divine masculine in you knows when to accept and when to say no to a belief, fear, habit, person, or situation. This divine masculine energy exists within all men and women. It rallies the spirit and responds in times when you may feel drained, taken advantage of, or overwhelmed by too many choices and demands. It cuts through the confusion that comes with choice and priority setting. It refuses to be distracted and keeps you from being dissuaded from your life purpose. The divine masculine is growing within you now. It is the spiritual light that reveals the truth without filters or veils. Let this energy clear distractions, demands, and drama from your life. Let it help you discern what is best for you and give you the courage to act on it. Let it help you sort out what is true from what is illusion. And let it help you let it help you dedicate your time and energy to what has most meaning for you. It will empower you to claim success in what matters most to you. The divine masculine overcomes procrastination. It acts again and again in accordance with the heart. Divine masculine energy empowers each leading light to lovingly assert him or herself into the world. Supports us in standing up for what has meaning to the heart while loving. Sorry, let me start that sentence over. It supports us in standing up for what has meaning to the heart whilst loving but firmly saying no when we need to do so. It's a really hard sentence for me for some reason. Do not minimize your inner divine masculine. Whether you be a man or a woman, nourish it. However, if your masculine energy has been trapped in the wounds of your ancestors, he may demand absolute perfection before you believe you are worthy of love. He may even be violent towards you, perhaps keeping you from saying no to violent relationships or self-harming through overexercising, denying your body nutrition or rest, or by ignoring feelings, vulnerabilities, and intuitive wisdom. He may need healing from your inner divine feminine to feel loved, valuable, worthy, needed, and respected. The inner will fall away. The inner turmoil will fall away as a new, empowered, divine masculine asserts itself within you. Learn to trust this part of yourself. Let him become strong in you. He can be your guide, protector, and defender. Trust when he says no to something or someone. Trust when he says you are ready for this, and encourages you to act. As you trust in him, you will trust yourself to be visible. Your inner divine masculine will help you shine your light without fear, so others can find their way through the darkness into love. I call upon the unconditionally loving divine masculine within me. I respect, honor, and need you. I release past pain and how we related to each other. We are blessed with divine love and healing now. Help me to have the courage and self-belief to live my truths and be open about who I am. I honor your strength and power within me. I know that for every dream the divine has placed in my heart, so too has equal measure of confidence, intelligence, strength, and capacity been placed in my soul. I choose to have the courage of my convictions and to journey within to find whatever I need to bring my light fully to the world. May all beings be supported in overcoming pain relating to the masculine principle. May all beings restore, heal, love, and respect him and his divine purpose in the spiritual evolution of humanity. Through my own free will, I invite unconditional love to assist with this process for all beings. So be it. What an awesome message. And I really like that I touched on two things here. One, oh yeah, the little voice inside your head, okay? You guys are really intuitive and psychic zodiac sign. So it's almost like you just turn down the volume of the voice. It's not like it's not there or you don't hear it or something like that, but you turn it down or you kind of just set it aside, like it, you know, it's not as important at that moment, or you've got other pressing things that you want to listen to or think about. However, that inner knowing that, you know, what you're feeling and what is being interpreted through you, and trusting that it is being given to you through your ancestors, through your guides, through your spirits, through yourself, through your higher self, to manifest in ways that allow you to go on the right path, whether it's helping you to say no to something or to say yes to something, okay? The reason why I think it's so important for you guys to master this is because it's almost, I find it almost comical, because you are such a confident sign, and should be, I guess is how I should have put it. You should be, and you are in a lot of ways, but when it comes to what you do for others, I feel like a lot of you almost second guess, like if it's even real or if it's even happening. And you, in my opinion, are one of the most healing signs that there is when it comes to being able to recycle that energy from shit to better, right? You guys are, and somehow able to kind of cycle that energy and still come out on the other end with all this energy ready to go. You are go-getters, and sometimes you don't stop. So you provide so much power and healing to people and to the world, to the people that you meet. You have wild abilities to just to mold to people's personalities. It's incredible. And so I really admire how much ability you have in healing and in your psychic abilities and in what your sign represents in the seasons. All of these things are very much to be respected. And I wanted you to remember, you know, this confidence and these knowings, they come with practice and with time. But don't shorthand yourself or second guess what you are about, what you're capable of, and what you're here for. Because without Scorpios, we would not move forward in a lot of ways. So just know that you've got some wonderful things progressing, okay? Happy times are coming. And overall, you're feeling really good about this. So I'm so happy for my Scorpios. I hope that this resonated. Again, remember to like and subscribe and catch me on the next video. If you want a personal reading and you want to kind of look into any of this further, definitely let me know. Okay, we'll look into this. And catch me on a free mini reading if you just if budgets are tight or you just want to do a quick question, that's totally fine too. I will be back next week for a twin flame reading and overall clarity for you guys, okay? All right, we will see you next time. Take it easy, guys.